Hello my dear friends, welcome to all of you. Myself, Dattu Patel, Assistant Professor from LJIT. Today's session, we are going to discuss about the linearly dependence and independence of a solution and general method to obtaining the particular integral. Let's see, firstly, Li and Ld of a function. The non-zero given function y1 of x, y2 of x up to yn of x are called the linearly dependent on interval a less or equal to x less or equal to b if there exist constant c1, c2, c3 up to cn with at least two non-zero such that linear combination equation which is c1 y1 of x plus c2 y2 of x plus c3 y3 of x up to and so on plus cn yn of x equal to 0 for all x belongs to a to b. On the other hand, if the only constants that makes the equation number 1 is true for all x where c1 equal to 0, c2 equal to 0 up to cn equal to 0, then the functions y1 of x, y2 of x, y3 of x up to yn of x are called the linearly independent. Let's see that. Firstly, Wronskian. Wronskian is nothing but the determinant which is denoted by the W. The Wronskian of y1, y2 as W of y1, y2 is equal to indeterminate y1, y2 in second row y1 dash, y2 dash. Wronskian of y1, y2, y3 as W of y1, y2, y3 is equal to indeterminate y1, y2, y3 in second row y1 dash, y2 dash, y3 dash in third row y1 double dash, y2 double dash, y3 double dash. See here y1, y2, y3 are the differentiable on the domain. If Wronskian which is not equal to 0, then we can say that y1, y2, y3 are linearly independent. Let's see one example. Determine whether the functions y1 equal to e raised to x, y2 equal to e raised to minus x are linearly dependent or independent. For that, what we have to do? Just find the Wronskian. Wronskian which is indeterminate y1, y2 in second row y1 dash, y2 dash. Substituting the values of y1 and y2, y1 which is e raised to x, y2 which is e raised to minus x. Derivative of e raised to x, that is e raised to x. Derivative of e raised to minus x, that is minus e raised to minus x. Just expanding the determinant, then minus e raised to x into e raised to minus x minus e raised to x into e raised to minus x. That term will be cancelled out. That minus 1 which is minus 2 which is not equal to 0. Hence y1 and y2 are linearly independent functions. Let's see. Let's move to the one more example. Example number 2. Determine y1 equal to cos ax, y2 equal to sin ax with a not equal to 0 are linearly dependent or independent. See such kind of example, what we have to do? First find the Wronskian. Wronskian is nothing but the indeterminate y1, y2 and derivative of each term, then y1 dash, y2 dash. Just substituting this value, y1 which is cos ax, y2 which is sin ax, and derivative of cos that is minus a sin ax, derivative of cos x that is a cos ax. Now just expanding that term, then whenever we expanding determinant, multiplying that term means cos ax into a cos ax, that is a cos square ax, and multiplying that term, whenever we multiplying minus a sin ax into sin ax, with 3 multiply with minus sign, then minus minus plus a sin square ax. A will be common out, then cos square ax plus sin square ax, cos square plus sin square, that is a which is not equal to 0. Then here Wronskian which is not equal to 0, then y1 and y2 are linearly independent functions. Let's see. Next one is a general method to obtaining the particular integral. That is the definition of yp. Yp is equal to 1 upon f of d into r of x as well as q of x. Then here whenever our f of d which is in terms of factor form, then 1 upon d minus a r of x equal to e raised to x. Here sign will be negative, then here first positive, then after negative. That means e raised to ax integral r of x into e raised to minus ax dx. Suppose here term will be positive, then 1 upon d plus a r of x equal to e raised to minus ax integral r of x e raised to x dx. Let's solve the one more example based on it. Example number 1. To solve the d square minus 3d plus 2 of y is equal to x e raised to x. See, this example we can also solve with the help of shortcut methods. Here we use the case 4 for the shortcut cases, and then also we can solve this example with the help of general method to obtaining the yp. Whenever we find the general solution, we require the complementary function, and whenever we find the complementary function, we require the auxiliary equation, which is m square minus 3m plus 2 equal to 0. Now factorize that term, then 2 ones are, then m minus 2, m minus 1 equal to 0, then m is equal to 1 and 2, then yc is equal to c1 e raised to x plus c2 e raised to 2x. That is our equation number 1. Then we have the formula yp is equal to 1 upon f of d into r of x. Then that term which is indicated by the f of d is equal to something that is indicated by the r of x. Then 1 upon d square minus 3d plus 2 into x e raised to x. Here factorize that term, then 1 upon d minus 2 d minus 1 into x e raised to x. Now we written as this term like that, 1 upon d minus 1 inside the bracket 1 upon d minus 2 into x e raised to x. Then applying this formula, then d minus 1 here e raised to 2x integral e raised to minus 2x into r of x dx. Now this term will be cancel out, then 1 upon d minus 1 e raised to 2x into x e raised to minus x dx. Now again simplified that term, then 1 upon d minus 1 e raised to 2x u as it is integral of v minus derivative of u integral of u upon minus 1 whole square. Now simplified that term, the e raised to 2x kept as it is minus x e raised to minus x minus e raised to minus x. Here minus sign and e raised to x will be common out. Then minus 1 upon d minus 1 x plus 1 into e raised to x. Then here minus, again applying this formula, then e raised to x integral e raised to minus x into e raised to x x plus 1 dx. This term will be cancel out, then minus e raised to x kept as it is integral of x, that is x square by 2 integral of 1, that is x. This is our yp of x. Now general solution is y of x equal to yc plus yp. Yc which is c1 e raised to x plus c2 e raised to 2x, and yc which is yp which is minus e raised to x into x square by 2 plus x, where c1 and c2 are arbitrary constant. Let's solve the one more example. D square plus 3d plus 2 of y is equal to e raised to x. See, whenever we find the general solution, we require the two solution. Firstly complementary function, then after particular integral. Whenever we solve the complementary function, we require the auxiliary equation, which is m square plus 3m plus 2 equal to 0. Factorize that term, then 2 ones are m plus 2, m plus 1 equal to 0. Then m is equal to minus 2 minus 1. Then yc is equal to c1 e raised to minus x plus c2 e raised to minus 2x. That is our equation number 1. Then yp is equal to 1 upon f of d, that is d square plus 3d plus 2 into r of x, which is e raised to x. Now factorize that term, then d plus 2 d plus 1 e raised to x. See, now whenever we applying this formula, 1 upon d plus 2 inside the bracket, 1 upon d plus 1 into e raised to x. See, according to this formula, here positive sign, then first negative, then integral e raised to x into e raised to x dx. See, we have the formula 1, integral e raised to function into derivative of that particular term, then we can written as a e raised to function plus c. Then here e raised to f of x into f dash of x, then integral of that particular term which is e raised to x. Again applying this formula, then what we have to do? E raised to minus 2x integral e raised to plus 2x into e raised to minus x e raised to x dx. Again applying this formula, e raised to function here e raised to 2x into e raised to minus x, that is e raised to x dx, and e raised to function into f dash of x, that is e raised to fx plus c, then e raised to minus 2x e raised to x. See, this one is our yp of x. Now general solution is y of x equal to yc plus yp. Now substituting the values of yc, then which is c1 e raised to x plus c2 e raised to 2x plus e raised to minus 2x into e raised to x, where c1 and c2 are arbitrary constant. This is all about the topics of the general method to obtaining the particular integral and linearly dependence and independence of a solution. I hope you guys learned something from this video. If you like this video, then thumbs up. If you think that this video will help some of your friends, then do the share with them. If you want to watch more tutorial like this, then you can subscribe my YouTube channel, and whenever I upload the new video, you get the notification. If you have any query regarding this, then feel free contact me. Thank you so much for watching me.